Welcome back, everybody, to Sharon Lindley from Vivid Days Art. How have you been? So, we have the luxury of insight. I'm at the end of the journey, you're at the beginning, and I know all the trials and tribulations. So, we're working with the Resin 8 pigment. Yes, I'm still having a love affair with them, and this is the ice pack that I'm working through. I'm hoping to create depth by obviously the colour combination, and I'm going to layer. So I knew I was going to create my own handles, so I wanted to ensure that I only filled my tray half full. That way when I add my handles, you can actually get your fingers through there and you don't have to have these delicate little fingers that I don't have. Anyway, back on with the story. The resin I'm using is 2-to-1 and it's the Vista Coty, which is Vuba, and I've added a little bit of the Colour Cottage Super Sparkle White to the first layer. And I really didn't have a set image. At this stage, I didn't even know I was going to be adding a mermaid. I had a different idea for what this piece was originally going to be. And sometimes that's the way you have to go with art and with any kind of fluid art, which is just go with a feeling, go with the colours you want to work with. Sometimes you want to try and recreate what's in your mind, and sometimes you just need to work with what the resin is giving you. For people that are supporters of my channel already, thank you so much for all your support. I am slowly heading towards 50,000 subscribers, something I never thought I would achieve. So I just wanted to take the time to thank you. If you are new to my channel, the best way you can help me is like, subscribe and share a video if you feel it deserves to be seen by other people. That's a really great way of giving back to me, the artist. I'm not affiliated with any resin company or any particular merchandise, molds, pigments, anything like that. Everything I share with you are stuff that I want to create myself or work on, and I just want to share the process out there and try to help encourage other people to give art a go. It's like therapy for me. It's helped me so much, and hopefully you get a lot of relaxation while you're creating art as well. Anyway, I'm Sharon and I'm digressing, but I just wanted to say thank you all so much. So back to the project, you can see there isn't a pattern I've gone for or anything like that. I know I wanted the darker things towards the edge and maybe light in the middle, but then when I added the the aquamarine, it sort of made it green in the middle. Anyway, I am adding my white here, and after I use this white and you see the colours creep into it, it's giving me lots of ideas for future projects, but I really loved it just after it had been initially heated up and mixed together. Unfortunately, it didn't work. It dissipated into all the other colours, so you lost it. But I am going to go back and try and do something where the white absorbs the colours, but you can still see it, and you get this nice sort of ribbon effect through. Not the flowers that other people create. I don't know if I've articulated myself well, but just some of that gradiated colours that you get. And it almost looked like a space, sort of galaxy feel at this stage. And note, I had overfilled my tray way more than I wanted to. So at this stage here, I absolutely loved it. I was going, wow, look at those colours. They work really well together. But you come back the next day and sometimes, because there was so much clearing there, it dissipated those colours. Anyway, I'm now creating my handles. Once I've done that, you'll see me playing with my Cricutjoy. And then you'll see me do the next layer. Put my teeth in layer. So I think it's going to be, oh, that's it. Slap those bubbles out of there, Sharon. Anyway, I'm going to leave you to a little bit of music and I'll come back and add some commentary soon. Hope you're enjoying. Bye bye. For people that are very proficient when it comes to Cricutjoy, however you say it, please be kind to me. I know that I cut a few corners, and I know I'm winging it. That's just me. As an artist, I'm afraid. I learn by doing, by actually applying it. I learned so much from doing it. Now, I could watch lots of videos and I could get ideas and tips, but it's never really going to register until I first get tactical with it. So I know I should have taken more time. I should have made sure there wasn't one single air bubble in there, and I should have applied a lot of pressure to make sure it's firmly adhered to the resin. And also this delicate mermaid ends up splitting in half. I'm a little bit heavy-handed, but it still didn't spoil it, and I'm learning about the different sizes and the kind of paper that you can use. It just goes on and on, the choices. But, oh, there she is. God rest her soul. Oh, we're doing some surgery. She's having surgery. She's back to life there. Bless her. Now, both the templates for these came off the membership for the Cricutjoy or Circuitjoy. I'm never going to get it right, am I? I've self-doubted so much, I'm going to always keep self-doubting. Anyway, back with the story. It was the coral part was from somebody who's used this design for a cushion. Now, I pay for a membership, so you can download as many as you want when they're on there. And I originally started with it just on the left, and I thought it's not really going to fill where it is that I wanted. So I then went and printed out a second one and a third one, and then started to just make my own design out of the different parts of it to try and make sure it felt 3D and there was different colours in there, and I wanted to see how each one of these would respond. And I think I just got carried away. I was watching a movie and kept applying it and applying more and applying more. And I think that's something else to take into consideration. If your mould is too full, when you start to apply these different textures, you need enough resin at top to be able to cover it and not having any bumps on there. Anyway, applying my clear resin, and I come back with some more colours around the edges to try and dilute some of the tones of that paper. I would have loved to have probably kept more than you actually see, but when you do look at it, it's got a really nice iridescent glow to it. So I really enjoy that part. But I'll leave you to a little bit more music and we'll be back shortly. You probably realised as well when you add your handles, it's the second one where I've added my own handles this way, it's a little bit of an obstacle to get your resin around it. I did it successfully, but it's just something to bear in mind. And at this stage, I'm fairly happy with the colour tones now, because it's down on my iridescent pad. I've lost words today. You're not seeing the full transparency, so it looks darker than it is when you lift it up. Now I applied white here because I wanted to try and get some of that gradient colours, and it just didn't work out how I originally wanted it. So you see me eventually brush it up because I wanted it to make it feel like it was the current of the water, or make it lighter just at the forefront of where that coral is. Now I do feel the end result added value, but it wasn't what I was going for. I can't articulate what it was I was going for, just the subtleness and a vibrancy of it. Sorry, I turned away from my mic again while I was thinking and trying to recall what was going through my mind as I'm looking at my piece, and I've realised that my voice goes a bit quiet, so I apologise. Anyway, you'll see the end result. This is an optional extra. This is me trying to correct what I wasn't unhappy with until I found the happy medium where I was happy. I'll leave you to some more music. I'll at least be able to think about what I'm trying to say next time. So what you're seeing now is me applying a top coat. I wanted to do that because there was a few dust particles in there. You don't always have to do top coats. This is just what I needed to do for this project. I then wait for a good week. This project, bless it, was waiting a long time between working on other projects for it to be finished. But once it had fully dried, I applied latex to the top and the side. And what I was trying to do is ensure that when I apply a coat to the base, that it was going to be protected. And you're supposed to apply 2 or 3 layers very thinly, but I decided to just slap it on there. It still worked for me. Anyway, on the base, why am I adding stuff on the base? Not because it needed it, but because I wanted it. The central piece, which is my mermaid, I wanted it to be very light and pop, and it just wasn't quite there. So you see me applying my violet, which is a purple, around the edges, which is just going to help the centerpiece like have a spotlight on it and help her to pop. So all I'm doing is a thin coat of the purple and the rest is clear in the middle. I get my fingers in there to give it a good rub around and blend, and then let that dry for 48 hours. And then I come back, peel my latex off. Now the latex left a little bit of a marking, not a permanent marking, and you see me coming in with a rejuvenating resin solution and the cloth to use it to help get rid of that and make your resin all shiny and buffed up again. So that's what you're going to see, but I'm going to stop talking now because it's nearly the end of the video, and I'm sure I'll get some feedback from many people saying shut up. But for the people that enjoy my work, I'm sure you have enjoyed me talking through my thoughts, because that's what I keep getting asked for. But you will get some more commentary at the end. And again, thank you so much. Remember to showcase your art by joining my Facebook group and pop and see my Etsy store. I'm really bad at adding things on there, but there might be some treasures for you. But again, sincere thank you. Keep creating, keep safe, and keep coming back and hanging out with me. Thank you. Hello everybody, we are here for review time. Sorry, my torch is in the way, but I'm trying my best to be able to show you this piece and its glory. I mean, maybe I'll put it down to start with. Yeah, laying down doesn't show it anyway. When I look at it, I can see the most beautiful colours. And if I hold it up there, you get to see, almost looks like Ariel. And those are the spirits at the bottom. But I love how it is dark around the outside, giving you a little spin there, and gets lighter in the middle where my little mermaid is. I'll put it down so I can speak. So, what a journey. So, I used my Cricutjoy, or Cricutjoy. I call it Cricut Circuit. I'm so sorry, people. Don't get frustrated with me. Anyway, that's what I did these areas. Now, I didn't get it right, so I'll show you that I've got bubbles, but I had fun, and I still think this piece deserves to be shown. So if I was doing this again, I would take my time to perfect it. Now, I added silicone at the end underneath to pull off my resin nipples, and it did come away nicely, and you saw me using the Resin 8 resin rejuvenator and scratch resistor, and it buffed up quite nicely. I still didn't get my edges right. It was bumpy there, so when I was putting my latex on, not silicone, latex to protect it, I obviously didn't get that right, but I still think it deserves to be shown. Anyway, I created my own handles and I enjoy that, and I love the gradient of colour, and I just wish you could see it as much as I do. The way she looks like she is just swimming in the ocean, and the different colours of this paper from my Cricutjoy. It's like holographic, and that is supposed to be coral underneath, but I think you get the movement of the ocean, and again, these pieces coming up I think add value. But it was a fun project and I wanted to share it with you. But thumbs up, subscribe, share, comments are always welcome. Remember to join my, you can see me, hello, join my Facebook group should you want to showcase your art, and also visit my Etsy store, should you want to purchase some treasures. I can see little bits all over it. I'm getting distracted, but I've still got a little bit of latex attached to it. Remove the latex, Sharon. And I came around with my gold pen. Now I thought I'd got some Colour Cottage Super Sparkle White in there, but I'm not seeing anything come through. What if I hold it up? Oh, look at that, that's a nice view there. What if I hold it up and move it? Do we get to see any sparkle there? There's a little bit in the pigment. Oh, that colour looks nice there, doesn't it? A little bit in the pigment, but not really Super Sparkle White. But the back is, I did the back, so from the back you still get a nice view as well. And I think that's the beauty of it. Oh, you can see the super sparkle there, look. Yay! So there is super sparkle there, but I think it's more at the bottom because I've added more layers here. And I didn't add more because I didn't want it to be over the top. But I think there's depth, I think there's beauty, there's sparkle, there's interest. And I still think it deserves to be seen, hence why I am showing it to you all. But I hope you enjoy it. Let me know your thoughts. I will come back and revisit a piece similar to this, but I'll try and get my mermaid a little bit more perfect. There's some nice little streaks of the white going through there. Oh, I saw super sparkle there. And I think that added to the sense of movement in the water. But let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed the end result. I think I've said that already. Anyway, I'll see you on the next video. Yay! All I can think is now, under the sea, under the sea. Anyway, see you later. Bye bye.